Hi, I'm Mo. I'm with Gingers and Spice. I am a longtime health nut and optimal nutrition researcher. And over my decade of veganism and my extensive experience in self-study and experimentation, I have landed on raw veganism or high raw veganism, which is just more than 50% raw veganism. I have learned that there are amazing magical benefits to eating raw food. So my personal transformation, 4 years ago, I decided to go all raw, and after 6 months of eating an entirely raw vegan diet, I went to a optometrist appointment. And I had been getting yearly optometrist appointments since I was like, I don't know, 9, 10 years old. And every year, my prescription would get worse and worse. And it was normal, like a normal amount of worse, but steadily deteriorating, right? And about 6 months after eating all raw, I went to see my optometrist, and my prescription not only didn't get worse, it got better, which blew me away. And I contributed it like entirely to raw food, right? But the doctor was like, oh yeah, sometimes as you're getting older or whatever. So that was a cool thing. And then another cool thing that happened was I went to see a chiropractor before I went raw, and they did a x-ray of my spine, and my hips were uneven, and they were showing that my cartilage between some joints was being worn away faster than it could rebuild, called degenerative joint disorder. And they were telling me I needed to do all these treatments, and I didn't like the vibe. I was like, she seems like just way too naysaying about my body. So I didn't actually pursue the treatments. And then I went all raw. And again, about 6 months after eating all raw, I went to a new chiropractor, and enough time had passed. It was about a year had passed since the previous x-ray. So I needed to get a new x-ray, and it was amazingly different. My hips were even, my spine was healthy looking, and my joints were starting to rebuild. I no longer had degenerative joint disorder, and I had also started practicing yoga, but really just very, very close to this second appointment. So I don't think enough time had gone by with the yoga really for me to have cured degenerative joint disorder, with like 2 months of yoga practice. So I really think that the raw food diet created all these amazing benefits in my body. And then not only that, I've struggled with skin breakouts and a rash on the back of my arms that's called keratosis pilaris that is actually commonly a symptom of gluten intolerance. But just my skin entirely has reached a new level of health and radiance from eating raw food. Like, this moment right now, I'm talking to you with no makeup on. There was definitely a time in my life that I would have never ever believed that I would be willing to put a video on the internet of me without makeup on my face, because I was always dealing with bumps and redness and spots that I thought were hideous. So I think raw food not only makes me feel and look different, but it's actually increased my happiness and the good vibrations running through my body. I think that raw foods have made me a more spiritually connected, and just there's all kinds of silly little benefits too. Like, I can handle more sunlight, like brighter sunny days. I don't squint or need sunglasses. So lots of benefits, but thank you so much for watching. And I'm going to attempt to post a video every day for 25 days. So here's me putting myself on the line and committing to it, because it just sounds like a hugely daunting project, but Vlogmas, as it is called. So I thank you for watching, and if you liked this, feel free to follow along, and I will continue to share. So I'm also on Instagram at Gingers and Spice and at Red Hot Vegan HAUTE. So thank you so much.